In Romans 13 and 1 Peter, the apostles Paul and Peter reference the dual duty of civil government to punish those who do evil and to praise those who do well. So honoring those who sacrifice for others, such as faithful soldiers in battle, our veterans, or citizens who manifest exemplary character and who, perhaps do great exploits for others, they are to be praised and recognized. When people do things which are selfless and manifest character and virtue, that's all a part of those who do well, and we need to praise them. And government, when they do those and focus on those things, it makes a major difference. But we've gotten away from that. And so, Dave, you were a part of something in D.C. I want to go back to some of those things that were happening, because as a part of what happened last week there in D.C., you were a part of an event that was structured pretty much, I believe, for the purpose of recognizing, giving honor, giving praise to a couple of members, at least, of Congress for some things that they were doing or have done. Tell us about that recognition. Where was it done? Why was it done? And who did you recognize?
Well, Sam, one of the aspects of the trip last week, again, it was called Christmas in the Capitol. There were some general things everybody could attend, and there were some special events that you had to sign up for. There was a little bit of an extra cost for it. But we did a VIP presidential banquet at the Trump International Hotel. It was kind of a dress-up thing, black tie event. If you wanted to wear a tux, you could. Most guys wore a suit and tie, but several of us wore tuxes. Our ladies dressed up in formal attire, and it was in a banquet room at the Trump International Hotel. And it was for the purpose not only of all of us getting together. 76 of our just under 200 people signed up for that. It was a full room, but we did it to honor two members of Congress who have been stellar in living out their faith in a very direct, overt, gracious, godly, but nonetheless overwhelming way before not only the other members of Congress, but before their constituents as well. And so we presented to two, one a congressman, the other a congresswoman, a beautiful thing called the Jerusalem Stone. Years ago, an evangelist friend of mine by the name of Jamie Parsons was in the Holy Land. He's made almost 60 trips there, and he was able to procure actually some rock from Golgotha and have those made into a beautiful paperweight that is in a box. It is one of the most beautiful pieces of, I'm going to call it a furniture. It's a sizable thing. It's one of those beautiful things I've ever seen, but it's literally designed as a paperweight. It tells the story of the gospel as well as something about the city of Jerusalem and that area of the world. It's a powerful, powerful witnessing tool. But we gave one of those each to Kathy McMorris Rogers, who is a congresswoman from Washington State. By the way, she's a Pensacola Christian College graduate. She is a wonderful lady, godly lady, modern-day Esther in many ways. The other one was given to Congressman Robert Adderholt of Alabama, who has been a wonderful friend to our ministry and is just a tremendous, tremendous Christian. And so we were able to honor them there in that banquet room, and it was an awesome event. By the way, the speaker at the banquet was a gentleman named Matt Micah. Matt was actually a shooting victim at the ball field where members of the GOP were shot, and Steve Scalise was most significantly injured. Matt is a walking miracle. He was shot through the chest, survived, and he told his entire story and gave glory to God. By the way, he didn't know the Lord when the shooting occurred. He has since come to know the Lord as a result of that tragedy. And by the way, fellas, just to let you know, our ministry is about evangelism and discipleship on Capitol Hill. And in just the last several months, we have had 4 staffers come to know Christ as Savior and 1 U.S. congressman. And for all of that, I say praise and glory be to the Lord. And by the way, none of that has been reported on CNN or MSNBC or even Fox News, but it's been recorded in the courtroom of heaven.